Y'all, when I saw the food bank lines in Texas, I thought it was bad enough. Wow, look how bad it is out here. Well, you ain't gonna believe this. The food bank lines have doubled. I mean, I'm gonna put a picture of what it looked like when they took an aerial shot in Texas. It is just gonna blow you away. It is really bad out here for real. Let me go ahead and play this video for you.
San Antonio Food Bank in Texas is one of those groups. Take a look at the lines there last week. I mean, let this sink in. The food bank serves 8 semi-truckloads of food to people in need every day. They say the numbers are so high, they have to ration food. Eric Cooper's with us now. He's the CEO of the San Antonio Food Bank. Eric, thank you so much for being here and for everything you do. In America, the richest country in all the world, we have incredible hunger. How is this possible?
Well, Shepard, I tell you, today we had a distribution that fed 2,000, and we have these distributions all the time. And a woman in the line said, Eric, I juggled kids in my job. Now I have no job, no income, no savings, no food. For Feeding America Food Bank in the country, all of us have seen this unprecedented demand. And we're just working as hard as we can to balance the private donations we get with the public assistance to try to make sure people live.
I'm sorry.
COVID-19
No, please go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, COVID-19 has taken so much, right? People's jobs, they've taken their loved ones, and now we're just trying to keep it from taking Thanksgiving.
Eric, we watch as schools close, and a lot of us have been wondering, those school meals are essential for so many kids, and I wonder if they're still getting the meals they need.
Well, for so many of those schools, they were able to nourish kids because they could convene them in school. Now with distant learning, kids online, they're missing those meals. The child would miss 10 meals in a week. And if a mom has 2 or 3 kids in school, she's now feeling the impact of the cost of that food at home. And without employment, kids are going hungry. And we're hearing from schools that kids are struggling with their education because they don't have access to good nutrition.
It's just incredible. I know here in New York City, at least, the public schools provide the meals if you can come get them and that sort of thing. And I'm sure a lot of cities do that, but certainly not everywhere. And I wonder, I know you interact with a lot of people at the food bank. Are you seeing different faces, different groups of people now during the pandemic?
Well, pre-pandemic, we fed about 60,000 people a week, and now we're seeing about 120,000 people a week. And most of those are new to the food banks. They've never had to ask for help before. I think of a couple that I met at our distribution, an elderly couple that as they were driving through to pick up their groceries, the wife rolled down her window just to say thank you. And as I started to talk with them, I said, well, what do you want people to know about what's going on in your family and this hardship? And, the gentleman just bowed his head and he started to get emotional. He was wearing a mask and he just said, it's hard. It's hard. It's so hard. And I think for these families that are just trying to meet the basic need of food, it's humbling. More needs to be done.
And to that end, I know a lot of people watching us now and listening on Sirius XM and across our digital platforms. I know many of them would like to help. If you could quickly, how do they do it best?
Yeah, Shepard, the best thing to do is to go to feedingamerica.org, choose your food bank locator, and then get involved, whether it's donating food, going out to volunteer, or making a financial contribution. Shepard, we just hope that Congress acts quickly. The stimulus package needs to support families, to put food on their table. The SNAP program is a great way, food stamps, to put food on the table, and policies around SNAP need to be looked at. If you own a car for $15,000 or more, you don't qualify for SNAP. And that's why people are in our line. We want to get them out of our line and into grocery stores.
Feedingamerica.org. Eric, thank you so much. All the best to you and everyone helping feed our folks.
Now, that's Texas. Now, right now, the biggest two states in the country.
If you want to solve a pandemic, a vaccine is the best.
The biggest two states in the country where it is jumping up astronomically every week at food banks is Texas and Florida. You know, it's a lot of people that are impacted by this, y'all. And we may think, oh, well, this is other people. I don't have this problem. But there are Israelites that have to be out there too, trying to look for food. So as more and more people become unemployed, and this is going to go on, they already said unemployment, layoffs, everything is going to go on well into 2021. And they're saying this year alone, they are serving 13 million people more than they did the year before. That's a lot of people. You know, in the beginning of the pandemic, I was even looking at the food bank lines here in my state. It was outrageous, even back in March and April. But when I saw this aerial shot of Texas, this far exceeds anything that I saw in New Jersey. But, you know, we know it's bad all over. And I blame a lot of this on politicians that are sitting there and playing games with people's lives. Congress, the Senate. You know, there's a lot of hungry people in America now that folks are not working. You got families where husband and the wife lost their job. You have situations where you got a single mom who have some children and she lost her job. And folks are not making it out here. They're not. And you're talking about in a month, people are going to be completely cut off from their unemployment. And you got people sitting there playing games, Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, and Mitch got the nerve to be sitting around talking about if he gives you an extra $600, it'll give you no incentive to go back to work. Get the hell out of here. You just be making shit up just to have an excuse for not doing anything. There ain't no way if people got kids to feed, if they got a job opportunity, they're going to take that job opportunity. So this is where America is, y'all. This is where America is. They said they went from serving 60,000 people per week to 120,000 people. It has doubled. I bet you when unemployment cut off for many people the day after Christmas, I bet you that 120,000 will double. Easy. Very easy. But unfortunately, America got some of the most heartless, inhuman politicians on the face of the earth. It's a disgrace. And you know, and these stories are going out worldwide. Everybody is seeing how horrible America is doing bad by your own people. But see, if a war breaks out, these same ignorant mofos will think that you should drop everything and help them, despite the fact that they're not doing a damn thing to help you. That's how the thinking works in this lame ass place. But this is a disgrace. It's inexcusable. This shouldn't even be happening. But it is. And they'll see this and just shrug their shoulders and go on with life because it doesn't impact them. See, nobody at Congress and nobody in the Senate got to sit in a food line. So they could care less about what the real American people are going through. This shouldn't be happening at all. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.